of what you're actually doing is, it's good. And so I'm trying to, I want to give the spicy information that nobody knows about me. So people that do know me, that want to know some spicy stuff about me or stuff they haven't known before, they can find that here. I made a song, a country song.
You did what?
Yeah, I made a country song.
About?
It's called Rolled Up, Put a Dip In by Nathan Karhu. And it's gas. I'm not capping.
Welcome back to the Weekly Struggle Podcast. It is a beautiful day for podcasting. I'm, of course, your host, Caden Henninger, and today I got a very special guest, Nathan Karhu. A lot of you probably know who he is. He is a YouTube entrepreneur. Nathan?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. How are you doing?
Oh, just living life, trying to do this podcast, hopefully help some people. And
right on, dude.
yeah. But yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, dude,
it's been
a minute. It has a fat minute.
It has been a fat minute. Hold on, I gotta get my notes back out.
No, you're good.
So anyway, a lot of people do know who you are, but
a little bit.
Yeah, so you are making lots of YouTube videos. So what got you into it? Like, obviously you were younger.
Yeah, so I've been doing making YouTube videos for a really long time. I'd say the thing that got me into it was just watching YouTube videos and then realizing that I could make videos of my own. And yeah, I would just pick up whatever camera I had at the time. I think I had a really shitty old camera that was my brother's maybe. I don't even know. I'd try to use that. Would take my mom's iPhone. That's when I really started making videos, is when I got my own iPhone, the iPhone 3GS.
Oh,
or the
yeah.
iPhone 3G.
Oh, yeah.
I remember it was like a galaxy in your hand. I was so blown away with what it was. It was just insane. I remember the first time ever seeing an iPhone, it was unbelievable technology to me. But yeah, no, I just would watch videos on how to edit, and I would just film myself and try to make videos. And it was mostly just skateboarding or filming my brother who didn't want to be filmed, or something like that, just random stuff that I could come up with at the time.
Yeah, and then we had those little handle things.
Oh, dude, the gimbals. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, nobody knows, but yeah, we go way back, me and Caden. I've known you since, dude, I want to say I was
we were pretty young.
13, 12, 13.
Yeah, we were probably 13.
It's like skate park days. We used to go to the skate park and hang out at the skate park. That's our friend group. It was the skate park kids. And just ride scooters, skateboards, bikes, and yeah, we go way back, dude.
And we'd cruise around Maple Valley days at Lake Wilderness Park.
Oh, yeah. I remember going on vacation boating and the stand-up jet skis with your family.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those are good times. Those are core memories,
Core memories, and then, the dog.
Oh, Buddy. Rest in peace, Buddy, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace, Buddy.
He's a great dog.
Rode that damn stand-up jet ski for 40 minutes because they wanted to go to this cool beach far, far away, and I rode that stand-up, and it was by the time I got there, it was falling out of me. And so I ran up and over the hill, took this massive foot long. And then I remember, however, it was a half hour to an hour later, we're like, where's Buddy? And he comes running back, and Buddy's this puggle that's yay big. He looked like a Twinkie pug beagle,
Oh, poor dog.
and he comes running back. And then he starts he gets all up on my dad, and my dad's like, what the hell is going on? You smell like shit. And then he's like,
he ate Caden's shit. His dog ate his own shit.
Yeah.
He shit on the ground outside because we were camping. We were in the middle of nowhere, and then his dog ate his shit. That was core memories.
My dad took him into the lake and was douching his mouth out.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, we did a lot of cool, crazy stuff back in the day, and then we kind of grew up. Did our own thing.
Yeah, dude. You just we both kind of disappeared on each other. I still have you on Snapchat, other social media, but it was one of those things where we're just
we just keep up on each other's stuff over social media.
Yeah, no, I feel I know what Caden's up to, but you have kids now. I'm doing my own thing. Got my own little clique of people I hang out with, and that's pretty much it. That's just how it's been. But yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip because I haven't seen Caden dude.
It's been
long time.
before.
Long time.
Yeah, before Piper was born. She's almost 5.
It's
crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
That's a trip.
So I mean, I already knew what got you into making YouTube videos. I just kind of wanted to hear it.
Yeah, we used to
hear it from you.
We used to make videos together. In fact, I still on his YouTube channel. We haven't watched. We saw that it was still there, but there's a video of us prank calling hookers.
Yeah.
Oh man, good
Yeah.
old back page prank calling. We were mimicking Mr. Technical Difficult, Kyle Lockala, this YouTuber. He was from Maple Valley, same place we were from. And yeah, we just loved his videos, would binge watch every single one. We were obsessed with this guy. And we'd replicate his videos. So we tried to prank call hookers on Backpage. And oh, dude, remember the time where we had a hooker show up?
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
think it was a real thing. I was like, oh, dude, this is a sting operation. The whole time I thought we were gonna get like narked, like cops are gonna
Get
pull us.
arrested, yeah.
I thought we were gonna get arrested for like soliciting or something. But yeah, dude, we prank called one, and then one pulled up, and we sent her to the neighbor's house.
Yeah, if they go.
We had her go knock on the door, and we were
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
we were like little scooter kids, skateboard kids. So we like went out. We had like a ramp set up. We were just acting normal, but we were watching her. Little did she know, it was us that called her. We like try to deepen our voice and stuff.
Yeah, and she
We had,
never.
like, we were like, little voices, and then we
Yeah.
like try to deepen them down. Try to be real deep.
She never once asked us how old we were,
Oh,
and
she
you were
didn't.
like, would you be interested in wearing a Pokemon costume? And we'll be wearing them as well.
Yeah,
And she
dude.
said yes.
Yeah,
So-
she was about it. She didn't ask the age or nothing, bro.
No.
She was about her bag. She
Yes.
didn't care. She didn't care at
wanted
all.
The bag.
Yeah, no. Is it okay to call them hookers, or is that like, because nowadays if you say anything that could potentially offend somebody, then somebody that isn't offended by it will feel the need to be oppressed for somebody else and stand up for a person that doesn't give a shit initially, and that's what we call cancel culture.
I don't know. So it's.
Can we get canceled? Hooker, is that bad to say hooker, or can we like? Is that okay?
I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, is a hooker
calling 'em-
okay,
Yeah.
or is it just a sex worker?
Prostitute.
But like a sex
hooker,
worker is just
sex
like
worker.
someone's girlfriend that has like an OnlyFans where like the guy's like the boyfriend, their friends like just subscribe to it,
Yeah.
because that's the majority of like or just
Yeah,
be
it's
like a
like-
disgusting girl that's like emo and has no subscribers, and it's just like $4 to see my butthole on OnlyFans, and they have a 50% off sale every month.
So it's all time.
No, but it's a limited time.
Oh yeah.
It's like the same thing when like Nelk drops merch and they're like, oh, it's a limited quantity. Little does everyone know it's fucking print on demand. So that every single time that you order something, it gets created and shipped to you, and there's no limited nothing. They could sell as many units as they can, but they're going to portray it like to their followers that it's
Like it's limited stock.
yeah, it's like limited stock, and like once this is done, it's like never happening again. But then it's yeah.
up forever.
Maybe Nelk doesn't do that. I don't know. What do I know? But a lot of people do that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do it 100%. I'm going to tell my subscribers. I'm just going to lie to them and be like, yeah, there's only 5 in existence. And if you buy one right now, you may be able to get one. It says sold out, but if you buy one right now, it may not be sold out. And then you're going to be the only person in existence with one of those in that size.
Until you're way up here and you have a show and everybody in the
Crowd has
in
the same
crowd
shit
has
on.
the same
Yeah.
step bro.
Oh, dude.
Make 4 inches big again.
Dude, I was like, I'm not even wearing my own merch. I'm like wearing somebody else's shit that somebody sent me for free. And I was just like, sick, thank you.
That's cool.
Because I'll
shirt,
take
though.
free clothes like work on my, I don't want to mess up. Also, this backdrop right now, man.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I feel like I forgot about this. I thought it would be cool. He came over to my place to do the podcast because you got like kids running around your house and stuff.
Oh yeah. I had to
Got a
record-
wife throwing a shoe at your head and shit.
I had to record a podcast in the closet last night.
Oh, dude, that's not the only thing that we've done in the closet.
No.
Imagine.
You guys ever heard of 7 Minutes in Heaven?
Dude, try 14.
But anyway, that is a good backdrop.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, there is kind of a rusty.
I don't have the cam cover. I was gonna get a clear cover, but that's money, and I don't like spending money.
But then you would still see the rusty gear.
We just don't look at it, and it's like every single thing, including me.
Patina.
There's like a 5 to 10 foot rule that it just don't get that close. It looks good, just don't get that close.
Yeah. You're also missing a Mazda logo.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a Toyota now, and a Nissan, and a Ford, because it has we have a 2JZ, and that's made it up to a CD09, which is from a 350 or 370Z. I think 370Z. And then I have a Ford 7.5 rear end. So it's like a mutt. So the badge flew off because too much boost.
I mean, that is a no.
It's a big little turbo. No, it's a big turbo.
It's a big.
Come on, man, you got to give me credit.
It's a big hoss.
Yeah, it's a big hoss.
It's bigger than my head.
It's not that big, but it's pretty big. It's pretty big. And in the engine bay of a Miata, it just looks insane.
It is stuffed. It takes up the whole entire thing.
Yeah, it's a big black turbo and a small, tiny Asian Miata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Old Japs.
That's the corniest shit. I said that in a video one time, and I was like, it was funny at the time, but then, like, sometimes I'm my biggest critic. Sometimes I'll look back and I'll watch a video that I created, and I was like, dude, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot. What was I thinking? And that happens, and that's a part of like being a human is like we do stupid shit and then we try to learn from it. And I try to not be cringy, but it's like it happens a lot.
Yeah.
There's some people that just have like a dry sense of humor. They don't understand like comedy. And then there's people where they're like are pretty comedically inclined.
That's a word.
Is that a word?
It is now.
Is that a word now?
Now it is.
All right. Yeah, that's good.
We'll have to tell Matt Rife.
Comedically inclined. I wish I said that in a video.
Comedically inclined.
That's one thing I wish I said in a video, because then I would have slapped it on a fucking t-shirt when I'm dropping merch, which is coming soon. It's coming soon. Hopefully.
Well, now you can, because you just thought about it.
In a podcast, though, it's got to be my own video. It's got to be genuine. Like the whole thing. I like merchandise from YouTubers. Shit that I'll actually buy is when somebody comes up with a really funny inside joke. Like a lot of YouTubers that I watch, it'll be like an inside joke that's like just from their videos, and I'll buy it just because it's like an inside joke from that video. So that if I was to be wearing the shirt and somebody else watches them, we can bond over that.
Right.
We can touch tips over that.
Yeah. That.
I was waiting for your reaction. You looked like I saw. Did you lick your lips? I thought
I might have.
I don't know. All I hear is like ASMR. Like, oh, bro, the worst fucking thing ever. The TikTok girls or what? Anyone that does ASMR where they're just like, I want to ASMR. I want a fist fucking smashing into your face. I want that ASMR. Shut the fuck up. Stop popping up. And now because we're talking about it.
Ice cream.
No, dude, no. That's a whole different spiel.
They're getting their bag.
What is it? The AI trend?
Yes.
I try to get my girlfriend to do it. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, babe, you're not doing OnlyFans. She didn't want to do OnlyFans. I would never, like, no. I could never, like.
Nah.
People call me misogynistic or something if I said I would never date a girl that, like, does OnlyFans. I wouldn't. And it's just, I think that's, like, I don't know. I think it's like sacred. I think your woman's body's sacred, and I think she should take pride in that. And I don't know. Women and men are different, and I think that I would just my personal preference is I wouldn't date a girl that has an OnlyFans.
So YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So you're
insane YouTube guy over here.
Oh, big YouTube guy.
Such a shit.
Oh, yes indeed. Yes indeed. I like YouTube.
Damn, son.
Oh, get in my belly.
It feels good to do ad libs. I feel like a fucking idiot, but it's fun.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's like my whole YouTube channel. So about YouTube, yeah, that's pretty much that sums it up. What was your question though?
So you've been doing YouTube for how long now? Well, actually,
okay, so
that would be like 10 years. Let's go back to like when you really started putting your work into it.
Oh, that was like pretty recent. Okay, about 2 years ago, I had the realization that I'm only getting older and it's only going to get harder and harder to be able to have success with YouTube. So I tried really hard. I tried really hard with YouTube for many, many months, and I invested every single dollar that I had into what I thought would, yield me some success on YouTube. But I just think that it's like, you want to be known for you. I think that everyone has a different outlook on, or a different goal, or everyone's trying to do a different thing for the most part, except for like people like Balin Levine, that are just like direct copies and like rip-offs of Danny Duncan. And like, I'm kind of one of those, but I've known Danny for a fat minute. So and I've been making videos kind of like this for a minute. That's all right. I already went over that. on my channel, how I feel about my own content and everything like that. But
right.
Yeah.
So, so your stuff started to blow up. So I guess how has YouTube changed your life, and if so, how?
Well, so I like, man, that's a trip to think about. Actually, it's weird because my life has completely changed. It's like day to day life is just so different, and because it used to be, like how I made my money was different. Now it's like I need to post a YouTube video to pay my bills, and then additionally, it's like, dude, I fucking love filming these videos.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so fun. I'm having a blast with all my friends. So it's just like, now that this is like my job, and I haven't been selling any merch. I mean, I sell merch, people buy it still, but it's nothing substantial. Like, it's nothing crazy. Like, I'll make a few grand here and there, whatever. I don't even try to promote it because old stuff. But just off of Google AdSense, like, I'm able to support myself and my girl. So, and be able to have like money to, like this stupid shit.
In film videos, and like you've told me, most of your YouTube earnings, it all goes into making other videos.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, I pay my bills. Like, that's the first thing. For the place that I live here, like my house, I pay for my bills and, the basics, the necessities. And then everything else is just like, goes back into the videos. And if it's not going directly back into the videos, it's like car related. Like, I'm a car guy, so I'll spend all my money on my cars. So that's been like pretty much like a drug addiction, just throwing money into a pile of shit cars and for performance.
It's break, fix, rinse, repeat.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's expensive. I feel like a lot of the time it's like people are like, damn, this guy's a fucking idiot. And then
But I love watching this.
Yeah, but I hope people kind of like me too.
Yeah.
I hope people like me.
Yeah. I'm sure.
The idea that people watch my stuff and enjoy it, that's awesome. But also it's nice to be liked,
Right.
I get a lot of hate and stuff. I'm getting a lot better at ignoring the hate and getting better at just being able to see the good things, because what happens is it gets to your head, dude. You start getting so much positive feedback that when you see one negative thing, you see 1,000 positive comments. And this is like cliche. I heard somebody say this before, but it's true. You see 1,000 good comments. It just takes one bad one. Just one bad comment. That's the only comment you care about. Somebody could tell you that your video saved their fucking life, and you just see that one bad comment and it ruins your day. Not really, but in theory, I got a lot better at that though. A lot better at being able to kind of, I look at people's criticism and I try to take it with like a grain of salt. If it's like real negative and they're just like a miserable piece of shit themselves, trying to feel better about themselves, you can tell when they're just like a hater. And then there's people that are trying to critique you and like, tell you like, hey, this is not cool, or, you got to be able to read everything and be able to not get too offended. But the appreciation for the positive feedback has been like, recently I've just realized like how much it means to me. So it's something I've been getting better with, as far as just ignoring the bullshit, listening to the people that are trying to kind of critique because they have valid points sometimes. And then the positive stuff, it like means the world to me, honestly.
But like, one thing that I've told other people in other episodes or whatnot, no matter what you do, there's always going to be somebody that loves you for it, and there's always going to be somebody that hates you for it, no matter what it is you're doing.
No, that's true. If you're doing something worthwhile, you're going to have a lot of people trying to bring you down. You're going to have a ridiculous amount of people that are not going to agree with what you're doing, that aren't going to believe in you, that are going to think it's bullshit, and they're not going to shy away from making it known they feel that way. And a lot of the time, it's like, just because you're doing something that they're not doing. Sometimes they wish they could do what you're doing. Not always. Sometimes your shit just sucks and people are hating on you. But
Good point.
But that's where the criticism aspect of what I just talked about comes into play. Sometimes you do need to take criticism and apply it.
Right.
Because I mean, you can't sit there and be like stubborn about everything. It's good to take criticism. And be able to apply it when necessary. Because there's times where I notice that I'm like, okay, what I'm doing is fucking stupid. like this is fucking dumb and I shouldn't be doing this. There's time, like throughout my video making career so far, there's been a lot of times where I'm like, you know what the fuck was like, what am I thinking? Like, this is stupid. I should, like, the people that are like, you should do this and shouldn't do that. I'm like, you know what? These people have there's some merit. There's some merit to what they're saying. And, that's time where criticism is necessary. You can't be too stubborn or have too big of an ego or not pay attention. It's good to listen to your audience every now and then, especially when it comes to more important stuff.
Oh yeah.
When you see it, you know what you need to change, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can completely relate with that. Like there's been a lot of instances that like I look to like Dana, my brother-in-law, for advice.
Dana's a solid dude though.
Yeah.
Like solid dude. Ever since I've known him, he's like a solid dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Haven't seen him in forever, but
I know.
Miss that dude.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of times, I even said it in my speech at the wedding, but there's a lot of times that I looked at him for advice, and that he'd give me that advice and tell me like what he would do, and I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'd go do the complete opposite.
Oh, 100%.
And
yeah,
I did that so many times to where it was like...
Yeah, me with my brothers too.
He's like, I'm not going to give you advice.
Yeah, my brothers would tell me like, hey, chill out with this, don't do that. And then what do? Go full throttle with the thing they told me not to do. And it's because, sometimes just things get to your head. And a lot of the time in life, we need to take our own direction and ignore advice and go with our own intuition or desire to figure out what the reality is for us. It's all subjective, right? Somebody could give us advice, and then it's the worst advice when applied in our life. But to them, it makes complete sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the vision that they see for us. That's the thing. Life is a trip. Everything is like subjective, like our own subjective reality. I always wonder, like, is it like if I pinch you, or like if you were to take completely like just your perception, like you are in my conscious mind, would you feel like, would it feel the same as how your body and your perception of life, understanding, like, would it be the same with me, like vice versa? Like, those are things that I wonder. I'm like, what would it be like to actually be somebody else, have like your mind running, but then I have my mind to comprehend and understand the differences. So I'm still myself, but I get to actually be inside your mind. I made that way too fucking complicated for no good reason.
That was pretty trippy.
My mind's like that 24/7, bro.
Yeah.
Like about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
People think I'm an idiot. I am, but just I'm an overthinker.
Yeah. No, I'm
not actually an idiot.
I overthink things a lot.
I'm not that I'm a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of
still kind of fucking.
But anyway, so how often do you get recognized like in public from people?
Dude, it's actually insane, and I feel corny mentioning anything to where I'm not trying to sound cool. Like, I always want to be humble. I don't want to be like, oh, now that I have attention, like I'm too good for people or anything like that. So just saying, like, when I say stuff like this, it feels corny, but I like every day now, every single day, multiple times a day, especially if anything, where there's car people at all, like when I go boating or something, there's usually people on jet skis or a boat, or pretty much everywhere I go now, I'll get recognized. It's like all over the place. People that I would have no idea they watch my YouTube videos. 50-year-old dude came up to me and was like talking about how he binge watches all my videos, how his kids watch them and all this stuff. And I'm blown away. But yeah, no, it's a trip like every single day now. And it's not just like people that are like, they're like, you're the guy. Cause that happens to me fucking always. It's always happened to me ever since I started like, blowing up on Instagram, like reels and YouTube shorts before I even actually went hard with YouTube or harder, whatever. There are just people, you're the guy with the white truck, or you're the guy with the Evo, or
You're the guy with the thing.
They didn't know who the fuck I was, but now it's cool because they actually watch or like fans of my videos, or at least enjoy my videos. I don't really like fan is like weird to me.
They're like, oh, hey, Nathan.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, I know who I am, know how to pronounce my fucking last name. That's how I know you watch my videos, if you know how to pronounce, if you can say Karhu. People say Karhu, they don't know how to pronounce it. It's a weird Finnish last name. But yeah, no, it's a trip every day now. Every single day. There's not a day that went by when I'm out and about. Obviously, if I'm at home or, like secluded, I'm not going to see
right.
But when I'm in public, every single day.
But so I kind of want to circle back to what you said, how you don't want to come off as the guy that feels like he's too good for people. I mean, if you watch your videos, it kind of proves that you're not like that at all, because you're getting sworn by all these people in some of these videos, and you're like bringing them into the videos and like interacting with them and treating them like they're normal people, and they're treating you like you're a normal person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like for me, like I have a great appreciation for people that support me. Like, like you don't even have to say anything to me. Like you don't even have to click like on the video. You don't have to comment. Just people that watch and enjoy. Like that's big to me. I like that. When people know who I am, come up to me, it means the world to me. I'm like, I want you in the video. I want you around, you know? Like when there's a lot of people around, in multiple, multiple instances. Here's my lisp coming out when I say shit like that. But multiple times when
I struggle with that word too.
Yeah, multiple time borderline lisp disorder where you don't have a lisp, but then when you think about it, you do.
Yeah.
So multiple times when there's like a bunch of people around, like sometimes randomly I'll just throw people in the video because they're like interesting, or if it's good for the video, it's good for the video. And then additionally too, it's like I want to show appreciation. I love the idea of that. Like if somebody comes up to me, I'm warm and welcoming, and I'm like the same as I am in the videos. I really care about being genuine. Like that's something, like not having to like act a certain way. And don't get me wrong, like we hype it up a little bit on my YouTube channel. We have fun. There's sometimes a little bit of a character that comes out, but for the most part, I just think it'd be really cool that if I met a YouTuber that I like, that they're like they are in the video pretty much. They're chill, they're nice, they're just like welcoming, inviting. That's like a really good feeling. It feels like shit. And in fact, I'll tell you a story. I was in LA at a house party, and there was this guy, he's like Ben something. I can't remember. He did like reality TV show behind the scenes and was like getting sued by them. And he does like a bunch of like parkour kind of stuff on like what is that line that they like jump on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what it's called. But he's like he's like a stunt man kind of. He could do like parkour kind of things and a tightrope or whatever, I think is what it's called.
But it's like the strap.
Clothesline. I don't know.
I forget.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever the fuck that is, he did that. And I really liked his videos. I watched every single one, and I was a big fan. I was at a LA party that we like snuck into, or we like knew somebody that knew someone and like barely got in. Because, I'm not like at this point had no following, and still to this day, I probably would fucking struggle to get into any like exclusive LA party. But yeah, no, I was in there and I recognized him, and I was like blown away. I was like, I can't fanboy him, that'll be annoying because we're at a party.
Right.
But I go up to him and I'm like, hey man, thanks for blessing my feed. And he's like, huh? And I was like, your content, man, it's amazing. I was like, keep it up or something like that. And he just like was like, huh? Like completely disregarded me. Just like, and it felt so bad. Like it felt awful. It was like one of the worst fucking feelings, to be honest with you, because I like love this dude. I love his content. Like I really like enjoy it. Like I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. And I wasn't trying to be overbearing or annoying or anything. I made it sure he was like alone, not, he's like doing his own thing for a second. I came up to him and it was like, that's the response I get. Like, I'm a big fan of I enjoy and support your videos. And you just treat me like shit. Like it felt awful. And it was like, ever since that, I realized I'm like, damn, a lot of these people are piles of shit. Like narcissists. They don't care about what one person thinks. Because in his mind, I could be totally wrong. He could have been fucked up out of his mind. And just like, he was maybe not trying to be a dick. Maybe he didn't even understand what I was saying. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? But how I perceived it is this guy's a fucking asshole. And it felt really bad to support somebody and really care about their well-being. Like, I'm a fan, bro. And just get disregarded and treated like I'm trash.
Right. I mean, that goes the same way with a lot of actors, too.
Yeah,
There's a lot of actors that come off as really nice people, but they're just jackasses. Yeah,
and for me, it's kind of hard to comprehend the number of subscribers. I'm not trying to sound like I'm big time. I hate, like, talking. Like, I'll get used to talking like this over time, But I'm at a tipping point with my YouTube career to where it's like, we don't know yet. We don't know. I know, but we still don't know. But it's like, I don't want somebody to come up to me and ever feel like that. I don't want anyone to ever, I want people to feel good because of what I do and interactions with me. And like, and it really boils down to daily wins. Like every single day when I wake up in the morning, make some breakfast, maybe, spend time with my girlfriend, pet my cat, have a little bit of leisure time, and then get to work. Like, but those little wins in between, my work life and the things that I have to do, those are like my wins. And I don't know where the fuck I was going with this. I promise it was something that was like, it's supposed to be like important, but I completely forgot what I was saying. So we'll just continue.
Yeah. So, how often do you get people that try to like recreate your content and be a copycat?
Anyone listening to this, fucking don't. Just fucking don't. And my biggest piece of advice is if you're going to try to replicate anything that I do, you need to do it safely, which private property with permission. Ideally, somebody their property. Get everything legit, legal. Anyone that is around have safety waivers. It's a big liability, and you should never, ever, ever, ever go out and try to recreate the things that I've done on any sort of public property, like any sort of public roadway. This shit does not belong on a public roadway. You shouldn't be doing this kind of stuff because even if you're like me and you have driver mod, there's too many variables. There's too much things that can happen. There's legal things that can happen to you. You could seriously hurt somebody or yourself, and you could even end up killing somebody doing some stupid shit for a video or just for fun, and then you have to live the rest of your life, not only fucking destroy your life, but taking somebody else's and live with the repercussions. And the biggest repercussion, the one that will stick with you forever, is the guilt, just because you wanted to have fun. So when it comes to recreating anything that I've produced, just be safe. Like ideally, I'd recommend just not, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think a lot of the time, like when I'm filming a video, sometimes you get carried away. Sometimes things appear crazier than how they actually are. At the end of the day, just don't try to recreate the things that I do. But if you are going to, I can't stop anyone. Do it in a safe setting and take the safety precautions, because like life is fragile. Like both me and him, we both just like the four people passed away. I knew two of them, not super well, but grew up with them, knew them like they're friends, and they're just having fun, and yeah, it wasn't supposed to be like that. They're gone now. So that was kind of an eye opener for me as well. Like that's like a trip.
For sure.
That's
life can be taken away in just a blink of an eye.
Oh, bro.
You never know when it's going to be your last day on above ground. You know?
No, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
I try to ask every guest I have, even though I haven't had that many episodes, but I like to ask people what their weekly struggles are, and the struggles you face in your day-to-day life.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to give you this one. This is probably like, when people come to a podcast, they want to know some information that nobody knows. So I'm going to give you something.
Give them the dirt.
Yeah. I was going to wait on this one cause it's, this is a vulnerable thing for me to do. But I think it's okay. I'm down to, I think that if people see that I'm like a regular person that has problems too, cause I don't really show like my personal side in that area. But yeah, every single day when I wake up, I'm freaking out. Like the second I wake up, I'm just like, nothing feels real. And, it's called derealization, depersonalization. Then I have like generalized anxiety. I have panic disorder, and I have like, I'm like a hypochondriac. So I have like health anxiety. But yeah, pretty much what it's like is, I'll wake up in the morning. And I don't know what existence is. It's not like a deep, like emotional thing. It's more of just like, I don't comprehend what existence is. Like what is this skin and flesh? What is this existence? What is energy? Like, I can't comprehend existence. Like none of it makes sense. It's not even a religious thing. It comes to that, but I just feel disconnected from reality. And then when I do kind of reconnect with reality, I'm tripped out about what reality is. Existing is like terrifying for me. And I hate that we know our fate. And I think life is, I think that existing is honestly the most beautiful, but also the most the most beautiful and enjoyable, but the most terrifying and fucked up thing ever. That we know our own fate, and it's something that I obsess over. And I hate that I obsess over it. I constantly think about like death, sometimes in a powerful way, in a positive way, but sometimes in a very depressing, sad way. Not like, not that I'm like depressed, but just that it's so sad and it's terrifying that we're just going to die and we don't really know what's going to happen. And I envy people that are like really religious and are firm believer in a God, because for me, I haven't necessarily, I don't think I've found that yet. I'd say that like I'm a little bit more like Christian than anything, but I can't claim I'm like a Christian, because I'd be like a fraud for saying that. Cause shit, man, I only pray when I'm down bad. I don't pray when everything's going good. I don't, I don't know if I believe in God. So I can't sit here and say that I am, but I'm open-minded to it. But anyways, the real struggle for me has been like my anxiety, reprogramming my subconscious mind. Like I've had anxiety, like nobody knew this really, that I have like crippling anxiety that every single day of my life is like, it's a battle. It's a battle, and it's a trip too, because it's like, so it's internalized. It's like, it's within you. So, I was having anxiety like multiple times, like feeling like I'm about to have a panic attack for no reason. I get a physical sensation, like I just got a pain in my chest. Nothing's wrong with me, by the way. I got cleared by a cardiologist. I got cleared by multiple doctors. Nothing's wrong with me, but for some reason, my subconscious mind, it keeps thinking something's wrong, and then I freak out. I'll have a day where I have no anxiety, and then I get this physical symptoms of anxiety, which is like chest pain, shortness of breath, vision does weird shit, all sorts of fucked up weird shit that doesn't make sense, but it'll just happen. And I'm like, I don't understand. I've gone to the ER a million times, and it's gotten to a point within the last few months where I'm like, okay, I'm starting to overcome my anxiety. And then boom, like a fucking freight train, it comes back and it hits you, blindsides you.
And it's like a panic attack all day long.
Yeah, man. Sometimes I get episodes of panic attacks where it's like, sometimes it's 10 minutes. Sometimes it's 1 minute. Sometimes it's hours. Sometimes it's days. I've had many weeks of on and off weeks, months. And, I have had months where I'm in a panic attack for months. It doesn't go away. It does not go away. I've never known anyone that's had it like that before. I'm sure it exists. I'm not saying I'm the only one, but it's like I'm freaking the fuck out just for no reason. And the biggest thing is like, I don't understand why. So for me, my biggest struggle, like your podcast is called the weekly struggle, right?
Right.
And so my weekly struggle has been mostly is just like overcoming, trying to work on my anxiety, derealization, depersonalization, something that comes and goes. It's freaky as fuck. It feels like I'm watching myself in third person. The things that I'm working on is trying to overcome my, it's not even a fear of death. It's not, I don't want to die, but I don't want to exist. I don't know what freaks me out more, existing for all eternity in heaven or hell, or being dead for all eternity. And my brain hits a brick wall and I can't stop obsessing over it. And that's one of the anxieties that I have. Then I have my health anxiety. Then I have just the panic attacks where it's a mix of fucking everything. And then I have just like regular stress, which I like envy the fuck out of people that can just have stress and they get like their back hurts because they're so stressed, but they don't have panic attacks. I'll trade you, my boy. Or the people that are so they're like a golden retriever and they're like simple in their mind. No offense to anyone that's like this, but they're like, it's almost like they don't know their fate. They don't question anything. They don't think about the universe. They don't think about the word eternity, the actual meaning. They just think of forever as this human experience, and they don't really think about dying, and it doesn't really freak them out. They just know it's going to happen. They're chill with it. For me, I can't accept it. And also, on the other end of not being able to accept death, I don't know if I want to live forever. Like, and right now, it's like my adrenal glands are just busted open thinking about, just talking about it right now. Like, I can feel my heart rate increasing right now. My mind is like screaming, pretty much, trying to like I'm like trying to think of something else. It's like my mind hits a brick wall and it's like beyond comprehension, the emotion that I feel thinking about that shit. So that's one of the things. but aside from like anxiety and stuff, my life's great. I'm blessed. I have amazing friends. I'm doing what I literally like what I love for a living. Like I'm very fortunate. Like both my parents are still alive. You know, I got my family. For the majority, majority of my family's still there, and fucking dude, I'm young, I'm healthy. Even if my subconscious mind doesn't think I am, I am.
Yeah.
I am. My physical health is good.
Tricks you into think you're having heart attacks.
Yeah, man, and that's crazy. That your mind is the most powerful thing.
I had to do that too. I had to go get an EKG because I was
Oh,
laying in bed.
dude, I've had so many EKGs, and you want to know what? I've had ones come back where the doctors were freaked the fuck out, thought the machine was broken, and it was all. You want to know what it was from? My anxiety, my head. I was convinced at that moment when I went to the ER that time, I was having a heart attack. I'm gonna die. And you know what started happening, dude? What do you think happens when your mind is convinced? You're convinced you're dying. You're convinced you're having a heart attack. Shit starts happening, dude. I didn't have a heart attack, but I'm having extremely irregular heartbeat. EKGs that the doctors are like, they literally did it twice, and then we're like, no way, the machine's broken. Like, you're young and healthy. Like, there's no way. And then, they come back in with another machine and confirm, like, this shit is not okay. And so they kept me, did a bunch of blood work, all this stuff, and I'm like fainting. I'm like fainting, bro. My chest hurt so bad. And it was like, it wasn't just my left ventricle. It was like my heart, bro. Right here.
Wow.
Trippy stuff.
Yeah, mine felt like it was like fluttering, beating in my chest, and then I was like,
Those are heart palpitations, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get those a lot before I when I was like 9 years old. I used to get them really bad.
yeah, and then they ended up doing an EKG. They're like, yeah, that's anxiety.
Yeah. Well, the trippiest thing, wish I kind of I wish this was my introduction to my anxiety about things that people don't know about me, is that I've had chronic panic disorder and generalized anxiety disorder since I was 9 years old. 8 or 9. I had my first panic attack, and it was because I thought I had cancer in my throat because my Adam's apple was starting to develop.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I had cancer in my throat. And I remember waking up my parents. I think they were trying to smash. And they were pissed off because I woke up and I'm like, I have cancer in my neck. And yeah, and they're like, no, that's your Adam's apple. Like, go to bed, And I couldn't sleep, and I had insomnia. And my mom thought I had some sort of epilepsy, or thought that I was drugged, which then turned into a phobia of being drugged. I thought that somebody might have drugged me. Anything that I heard became a phobia. I got scared of going outside. I had agoraphobia, which is a fear of big views, which I still have. That just like too deep. I can't fix that one. I hate going on airplanes. I hate thinking about outer space. I don't like looking at the stars. Shit like that.
Yeah, it's a bigger picture.
Yeah, but aside from just like weird mental stuff that like some people don't have, some people do have. Aside from that, my life's really good. The only things that I struggle with, man, just finding a balance. Finding a balance in life is really hard, and I don't know if I necessarily want one, because my whole life has been roller coasters. It's been insane win, catastrophic failure, and that's kind of built me and changed me, and that's grown me into the man that I am today. So I don't know if I want that to change. I'd like to chill out a little though. Like, I just want to get my bag up a bit and, have a little bit of normalcy. I can't talk.
Yeah, that's a word.
Normalcy?
Yeah.
Normacy? The microphone and this thing.
You're normal.
Yeah.
All right, here comes another, well, not so big one, but what's your whole goal, like, with your YouTube channel? And
what do you mean, like, oh, what did you say?
What's your goal? These two questions kind of go together. What's your goal with your YouTube channel? And like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, where do you want to be in 5 years?
My goal. So with like making YouTube videos, like my actual goal and like what like really keeps me going with it, aside from like, the potential of making a lot of money. That's a really big one. Like, I want to be successful. I want to get rich, the fuck. But, like, I feel like when people say that, they, like, get judged. No,
Yeah.
dude, I want to get rich, the fuck. What the fuck do you mean?
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. But aside from getting rich and being able to do cool, fun stuff, the thing that means the most to me and, like, what my goal is, that's a rough one. Definitely has to be, I want to be able to provide what YouTube has provided for me. Like, I remember, like, you know, I had, like, somewhat of a rough upbringing, and whenever there was just bullshit going on and shit hit the fan per se, or I was going through something, or I needed to be distracted, I'd pop on my favorite YouTube video, you know, favorite content, and it was like when I was watching whatever I was watching, it's just like I could shut everything else off, and it was like I was able to just forget. And just for that moment I was watching the video, just for at least the moment I was watching that whole video, and sometimes even a bit after, I just wasn't thinking about all the bullshit that was going on. It was like an escape for me in a way. And so I feel like for me with my YouTube channel, like, I want to be able to provide that. And also I want to be able to, I don't know, man, it's kind of hard because it's like with my content, how it is today, I think it's going to change over time. And my goal is I just want to be a great entertainer. Like, I want to, I don't know. I want to make people laugh, dude. It feels good. Feels good. Like right now when I smile and you smile,
Yeah, I mean,
that feels fucking good, dude.
You've been doing that for your whole life.
No, I know, but the thing is, it's like I love the attention, and you know, I think everything that anyone does in this existence is self-serving. Because if I were to go and give, like, a homeless person, like, a burger or, like, money or something like that, or if I were to help somebody or, like, whatever, yes, I'm doing it to help them, but that's because it makes me feel good. And I don't know where I'm going with this. But I have ADHD too, bro.
Yeah.
It's another weekly struggle is my ADHD.
Yeah.
It's
well,
hard.
You're making people feel good. And
Yeah. That's like, for me, that's the thing that I, like, really, really like. That's what, everything else is like whatever. But, like, the thing that really feels good, like, my goal is to make people feel good. I want to make people feel good. I want to, and, like, it's cool. And, like, back to the swing around to, like, the things where people try to recreate stuff. I've seen things that are innocent, that aren't, like, people doing batshit crazy stuff, where it's just like, I could tell they're having fun with their friends. Like the Uber video, so many people recreated that one. So many people sent me videos of them recreating the Uber video. And it's just a blast to see people doing, like, just having fun with their friends too. I want to encourage people to have fun with their friends, because that's what it's all about. Yeah, when I film, like, when talking to the camera, I re-film. I try not to, but I re-film shit over and over again because I'm my biggest critic. I'm like, oh, I sound stupid. I look dumb in this. And then I'm like, wait, it doesn't fucking matter. As long as I'm well-spoken, it's okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to do with the whole podcast, because for a long time, like, if I would hear myself talk, like, over a video or something, it would drive me nuts.
Yeah, it used to be like that for me.
But and then I started playing Call of Duty online with a buddy.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like when you have the mic on,
and you're just throwing out hard R's constantly and telling people that you're smashed their mom. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of that on Call of Duty.
But yeah. So there's the Turtle Beach is when you got the mic out and it's going, you can hear your own voice in your ears just like this.
Yeah.
So I kind of got used to it, and then I started doing the podcast, and then now I'm just used to it, so it doesn't bother me. I listen to every single podcast that I make. You know, on my way to work, I'll play it, and then I'll catch, like, oh, there's a point where I was going to cut that part out.
Or some ASMR. Wait, they don't know what that is. They don't know what Okopanahanawani is. Just some fucking combination of words that we just started saying in high-pitched voices, and then I can't do it anymore.
Well, that was the name of the YouTube video, was ISRSing, whatever that means.
Dude, I don't even know.
I don't know how you came up with that, but
it just was a thing. I'm ISRSing. It was just Sam Nettleton, one of our friends we grew up with.
Did he come up with it?
It's at Seth Wickstrom's house. Sam Nettleton. These guys just we just say stupid shit. We're kids. We're just saying dumb shit. And some reason I just said ISI. Sam said ISR, and I was ISRSing, and it was just fucking hilarious. So we just kept saying it.
And that was when we
Made
went.
no sense. Made no sense.
That was the same day that we went. What did we call that? Like, so there's the light. There's the light down there. Like on the way from the skate park to QFC, there's a light. And there's
Yeah.
like the road that goes up the hill to like Taco
Oh.
Bell, Maple Valley Highway. What did we call that fenced in area where we took the go-kart and did donuts?
Dude, I have no idea. I don't remember. I'll be 100% honest. You're bringing up a lot of childhood memories from when I was a kid. I don't really remember much of my
I
childhood.
forget what we called that. We called that place something.
Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma. No, but it was that fenced in area. It was just like an abandoned property. There used to be a house on it, but it was gone. And then we went in there and we had this go-kart thing that we got from somewhere.
Oh, it's Quentin Sidotes.
Yeah.
Quentin. Fuck, it was Quentin. Yeah, no, because it was
Sounds about
Quentin.
right.
It was Quentin. We always called him Quinn, but it was Quentin. That was his full name, and it was Quinn. He had the go kart. He was weird, but we loved that homie. I hope he's doing good, man. It's weird. You just grow apart, you know. You just like lose contact with people.
Who was the one
and-
that was the one we called the Russian guy?
Which Russian guy?
The Russian kid.
There was a Russian kid. Where the fuck was the Russian? Who's Russian?
Was his name Nick?
Nick Penchev.
Wasn't he Russian?
Yes, I still I've seen him. I painted his few panels for his car on his 350Z. He has a wide body 350Z.
Isn't he
married.
still around?
Yeah, he lives in Maple Valley. He's married now.
Oh,
Yeah, really sweet lady too. She seems
Nice.
like really cool. She's awesome.
man, it's crazy how far we've all drifted apart. I don't even know what Tim's been doing.
I've just you drifting apart and drifting, man. That was the corniest shit. Can I take that
Drifting.
back, dude?
I got a driver mod.
Yeah,
You should probably
that's
tell,
a real thing.
You should tell the listeners what that is because I have no idea.
driver
What it is.
mod is where you're just built different.
Oh,
And don't think that I'm like cocky. It's just the ability to like drive pretty good. And it's this. I'll be 100% honest with you. It's really arrogant to say driver mod because, to be honest, I'm not that talented of a driver. I just have balls, and a lot of it is just like trial and error until I felt confident to do it in videos. It was just like a lot of practice, and that a driver mod is just you're just kind of built there. You just got it, you're good on wheels.
like Ken Block had.
Yeah, Ken
Driver
Block was like
mod.
the ultimate driver mod. Like the person that you would trust behind the wheel if you were to rob a bank. Like that's your getaway driver. You want the person with driver mod. The person that's going to I don't know. How could I give an example? The guy that can pull it off. You know what I mean? He knows how to whip anything. You
Right.
know, that's the driver mod. I'm self-proclaimed driver mod. As I've been told, I have some driver mod. But just because you have driver mod doesn't mean just go on a public street and do stupid shit. Don't do that.
Right.
I'd say refrain. There's a lot of bad things that can happen. I think did we already go over that? We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just avoid that. Again, I'll reiterate. Definitely just keep it on private property with permission and a safe environment, and use the safety equipment when necessary. Because the last thing you want to do is mess yourself up or somebody else. Genuinely,
Yeah.
like I mean that when I say that. Please be safe.
That's a good
And
one.
wear protection too. Yeah, I made a song, a country song.
You did what?
Yeah, I made a country song.
About?
It's called Rolled Up, Put a Dip In by Nathan Karhu. And it's gas. I'm not capping. I'm not joking. It's on my SoundCloud. Nobody knows. Look, I'm trying to, I want to add value to your podcast because I like what you're doing. And I think it's good.
Appreciate that.
And the thing is, your whole thing, your actual goal, it's compelling and it's interesting. And also, there's that element to me just knowing you. Like, I'm interested in what you're doing, but then there's a part of it of what you're actually doing is, it's good. And so I'm trying to, I want to give the spicy information that nobody knows about me. So people that do know me that want to know some spicy stuff about me or stuff they haven't known before, they can find that here. And that should better be in the intro. You better put that shit in the intro. Clip that right there. That's a good clip right there. For the intro, get people on the edge of their seat. They're edging. They're like, nah, but I'm serious. I'm serious. I think that's good.
I don't know how to do that yet.
Edge? Me either, dude. That shit's weird.
No.
Oh.
I've only done.
Oh,
this is episode number 8, so I'm not really good at clipping together a bunch of stuff and put at the very beginning.
Well,
as like
I
a
think as long
spicy meatball.
like, okay, so with my videos, I try to like avoid the regular norm. Like everyone's gonna do this style of content where it's just like the general norm. You don't have to fucking do that shit. And I promise you, I fucking promise you, in a couple years from now, when I'm fucking rich, and like you said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? To be honest with you, I see myself like at like a sick house. What's property? Like it's like a kid. Like I want to have a kid. I want to have kids. But I want to, get money and start a family and like just keep ramping it up and just do everything I can to make the best content possible. I see myself, I see myself in a good position. And maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm a bum. Maybe this flops. Maybe the whole YouTube thing isn't for me. But for now, there's no other option. It's that or death.
Right.
So
I think you can do it.
I know I can do it, man. You could do it if you wanted to.
You'll do it.
You could do it. You could do it. Hey, you motherfucker watching, you could do it. Are you going to?
That's up to
Will
you.
you?
That's up to you.
And it doesn't have to be YouTube. It's anything else. It's like, it's just a fucking decision, bro. You know how many years? It's not going to happen right away. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But it will. It truly will. Like, if you care about this shit enough and you just keep doing it, dude, you're going to figure it out. It might take, shit, man, you might be fucking 40 years old before it happens. But you're not going to try, bro. And, like, circling back to my biggest downfall, like, not downfall, but struggles with the anxiety and the death thing, we're going to fucking die, dude. We're going to fucking die. And regardless of a religion or not, this is the one human experience that this is the only one we know we're going to have. And I like it here. I like it. I don't want to go anywhere, dude. I'm down to, but like if it has to happen, it'll happen. But it's like, do I really want to just like be like, oh man, what if this doesn't work out and give up? Fuck no. I'd rather die. I'd rather die than give up on the shit that I care about. 100%. I can't, because the thing is, it's just like, life's short, but dude, you gotta do what you want to do, or else it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? I love what I do, and I'm not giving up for anything. You fucking put a gun in my face, I'm not gonna stop.
That's motivation.
You could be a big burly buff man and kiss me on my lips, and I wouldn't stop.
That's like a Theo Vaughn thing to say. That totally...
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But he hasn't ever said that. So
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I'm still back. I'm in here.
you could put that on a t-shirt.
No, 100%, yeah.
You could.
I'm not scared of a big burly man
No.
kissing me softly.
Right on my lips. But yeah. But anyway, I think I've asked you enough questions. We'll have to do a part 2 in
Let's
eventually.
follow up on this once I've dealt with my damn weekly struggle. And I think it would be good to explain and show to the people like what tools I use to persevere, what things I did to improve or worsen my situation, because we don't know what's going to happen in the near future. We really don't. We only hope and try not to have too much expectation, but have sort of like an understanding of like, hey, I might be here and I strive to have this happen. Pretty much, I'll tell you guys, I think this is good to kind of hold myself accountable, is my goal, which is fucking not going to happen, but it's still my goal. But it could happen. And I really want it to happen. And I tell myself every day it's going to happen. 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. I think I can do it. I think it's possible. I'm going to do it.
You'll do it.
I'm going to do it. But if I don't do it, I'll still give myself a pat on the back for getting this far. Like, imagine I just die. Imagine like next week. This is the last interaction, the last video. I die tomorrow. That would be a trip. That would be this would be a good podcast. I can kill myself if you want. Your shit will... I can make some calls, get you some other shit lined up too.
You're not going to do anything like that.
That's a bad joke. I'm sorry.
That is a terrible...
I'm constantly saying really, like, not like a really insensitive shit, by the way. It's just a coping thing for me.
Yeah, no, like...
No, 100%. Like,
When I'm really uncomfortable, I just...
Joke.
I will smile or laugh. Like...
Oh, I just embrace, like, bad stuff
Yeah.
as a joke, but who knows how I actually feel. lawnmower swapped Miata is not much of an upgrade from a 2JZ with a big single turbo. But let's do it.
All right.
Like right now.
All right.
I feel so much better.
Dude, look at the welds.
Those are I did that myself with that Harbor Freight welder. If you guys need fabrication work, you know I'm your guy. Look at that, dude. It's clean, huh?
It's got some good flex core dimes. Look at that. I can see
it's good. Yeah, no, it's
I
good.
can see the heat transfer on the backside of that.
Oh no, 100% like penetration.
That lever there.
Yeah.
But man, look, that's just a straight up mod.
No,
That is a
well,
mod.
I got it from my brother for free, and he said it doesn't run. And I put gas in it, and then it started. So I was like, okay, sick. And then that was broken. This like is an adjustable thing, but it was like just screwed up. So I just kind of fabricated myself, and now it's better than OEM, stronger than OEM actually.
And now it's
swapped into the Miata.
It's adding 7.25 horse.
190 cc's.
What's the 7.25?
7.25 horsepower.
Yeah. So
which is a good amount.
So how many horses is this Blueberry have now?
Oh,
that we added
Miata. So on a dyno, Wally tuned by Wally tuned it. Like, why is his name? Why is it just Wally? It's like Wally tuned or what? What is it?
Tuned by Wally.
Yeah,
tuned.
no, it's tuned by Wally, but it. Yeah, no, that's a good name. No, that's good. No, that's good. Wally. No, but cool dude. Knows how to tune the hell out of a car. I live in Kent, so that's why we get the sirens.
So yeah, what? How many horsies?
I made 562 wheel horsepower on a dyno, and I think it might have been like that was the calculated number. I don't know how they did it. Apparently, it like reads lower because the Mustang dyno. So I can't remember if it was more than 562.
Well, now it
was at least 562 wheel. I know that for sure. And then
now it's 569.25.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes.
And then I made like pretty much like pretty high torque. I can't remember the numbers. I think it was like it's like 500 to 490 torque, 500 torque, something like that. It was like pretty high torque. But this thing's incredibly scary, and I do want to sell it because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, no one that actually knows about cars is gonna buy this thing. It's gonna be somebody that like. I mean, the thing is, I want to get 20 grand from it, and that's a fair price.
How is anybody that doesn't?
Nobody has money right now. No one has money. Everyone's poor as shit. Everyone's poor as shit right now, and so no one's trying to buy a car. I've tried to sell this a couple times, but I think it's because it's me selling it. Me selling this car is not gonna sell it. Like everyone's gonna be, oh, you drove it. No, I'm not cool. No, thank you. That's what it's gonna be.
Unless one of your fans buys it.
Yeah, that's happened before. My BMW, I think he watched my videos and stuff. He was casual about it, but he knew who I was, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? I don't want to sell stuff to people I know or know me. I don't really like that, unless it's like.
Well, then every time it has an issue, somebody's gonna
come to me. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I don't fucking know, dude. That's too much, man. I hate working on it. That's why a big reason why I want to get rid of it is because like when it comes to working on it, I'm just now to the point where I know what's going on when something breaks. Before I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, all right, well, I think I have a good understanding of what it may be because I've dealt with this 3 times again. Yeah, cool. But then I just hate working on cars, dude. I'm over it. When you have multiple project cars like the Evo, the Turborado, this thing, everything else that I've had recently, it becomes way too much. Way too much. Putting way too much money into each car to where you're just like, oh, sick, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of why I got rid of the Samurai. I didn't feel like screwing around with it. And I was moving.
Okay, I think about it like this. The thing I care about the most is people around me, and then it's like YouTube. That's it. That's like I got my people and my YouTube channel, and that's my shit. That's like YouTube is everything to me. It's like to me in my mind, it's like it's not fair to say it's the only thing I have, but it's like the only fucking thing I have. It's a thing that like I wake up in the morning, excited for the day because of YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's like your job. Then you have your people. And then these are just items.
No, I don't give a flying shit about
These are
any of it.
replaceable.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this one's unique though. This is like it's really rare to see a 2JZ properly mounted in a Miata. It's super rare. And it actually works too. And it's extremely terrifying. Look what we're doing right now. We're changing lives. We're changing the world. One pod at a time. Imagine.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, that's one thing I copied. I say that all the time, and it's definitely because of Danny. I'll say something and then say, imagine. Like, because he's like my friend, and I like that it's like just a good, it just works all the time. Like, you just come up with something hypothetical or say something, and then you just go like, imagine. It's just what you would say after you say something hypothetical. And maybe I'm overanalyzing. That's a big problem for me. I feel like I'm copying people. I try not to. I would, like, if I was filming a video and I said that, I'd be like, oh, I'm cutting that shit out. Like that 100%. That's not, I don't care how funny that clip is. It's not going in the video. But like, yeah, no, that happens because I watch every single one of Danny's videos. Every single one. I know him enough to like, hang out with him enough to like know his terminology and everything like that. And it's just something that I copy. Like you copy your friends.
Yeah, that is true.
Like me and Matthew, dude, I'll be saying stupid shit that he says all the time just because it's like I'm around you all the time. We're always hanging out. And we like each other, so obviously, like, I like the shit that he's saying. He likes the shit that I'm saying. We'll copy each other. It'll happen.
Imagine.
I need to shut the fuck up about copying people. I don't care. I need to stop caring about that. It doesn't matter.
Sharing.
I should just start.
Sharing is caring.
I should just start copying people intentionally just to get over my fear of copying people.
I think that'd work.
Yeah, I think it would.
I think we should do that.
No one fucking cares.
Yeah.
Neither do I anymore. I just decided.
250K on Instagram.
Who?
You.
Me? No. I don't have 250K. I have 183.
That's your goal by the end of the year.
Oh.
And you have to buy a Fox.
I don't know who wrote that on the whiteboard. It says 1 million on YouTube, 250K on IG, no more skipping the gym, nothing illegal, and then in green, everything's in black, but then in green it says buy a Fox. I don't know who put that there. That's also another thing. It's just like,
Buy a Fox.
where the like, that's another reason I love my friends. We're just always doing stupid random stuff like that.
But anyway, I guess we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, man, you get carried away with when it's your friend and it's your actual friend you're doing a podcast with.
We can just go down every single rabbit hole possible. I mean, we could do a podcast just on rabbit holes and it could go on for hours.
Yeah, we could literally just talk about rabbits too.
We could go down rabbit holes about rabbit holes.
And their holes, yeah.
And their holes in their, yes, the holes going down holes.
I just can't stop licking my lips thinking about rabbit holes.
ASMR.
You know we got a rabbit right over here somewhere in the neighborhood. There's always a rabbit. Definitely has some, like at least one hole. All right, okay.
But anyway, well, man, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for coming to my house, man.
Yeah.
You pulled up with tacos. That was convenient. Like, thank you, dude. I got you on those tacos, though. I got you.
I ain't worried about it.
I'm worried about it. I got a complex. I don't let people like. Yeah, it's like a complex. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I spend a lot more money on my girlfriend's food than anything else, so I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You know how it is. She hungry.
They are.
They are. Dude.
They be that way.
Yeah,
sometimes.
no, and you sheesh. Yeah, yours is, man, you made babies.
Yeah, a couple babies.
All right, we got to end this shit, man. It's getting late.
All right, yeah, it is almost midnight, so
I was supposed to sell a truck today. And we were just
we didn't. No brakes got put on, and we've done a podcast. So, but anyway, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, dude.
If anybody wants to be on the show, send us an email at theweeklystrugglepodcast@gmail.com, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.